What if I told you that every night, as your body surrenders to sleep, you journey into a realm so vast, so mysterious, that even time loses its meaning? A place where thoughts become landscapes, intentions birth realities, and the deepest wounds can be healed not with medicine, but with light itself. This is not the stuff of mere dreams, nor the whimsical playground of fantasy. This is the astral plane, a dimension whose secrets have been whispered by mystics, guarded by sages, and studiously avoided by those afraid of its transformative power. But what if everything you think you know about the astral plane is only a shadow on the cave wall? Tonight, we peel back the veil. Tonight, I'll share with you what no one has told you about this realm, the truths the ancient priests inscribed on hidden scrolls, the visions the alchemists saw in secret chambers, the wisdom which, when harnessed, can ignite the spark of healing, creation, and cosmic truth within you. Will you dare to look beyond the illusion, to listen for the echo of forgotten civilizations reverberating through the halls of the astral realms? Or will you cling to the safety of what you've been told, that this world is all there is, and the unseen is mere folly? In this episode, we will traverse forgotten temples and ancient texts, unearthing the real purpose, perhaps even the danger of the astral dimension. We'll unravel its mysteries, decipher the codes left by our spiritual ancestors, and reveal practical techniques to access its hidden gifts. But beware, unlocking these truths comes at a price. Old beliefs may crumble, and a new vision of reality may take root in you. Are you ready to journey into the unknown, to see creation and yourself through new eyes? Then follow me as we step beyond the threshold, into the boundless mysteries of the astral plane. Long before our modern world named it the astral plane, ancient civilizations spoke in hushed voices about a luminous world behind the ordinary, a domain where spirits roam, destinies intertwine, and the stories of souls unfold. In dusty libraries and subterranean temples from Egypt to Tibet, fragments of astral wisdom have hidden in plain sight, encoded in symbols and parables for those with eyes to see. The Egyptians called it the Duat, a shimmering realm navigated by both gods and the spirits of the dead. Here, the soul underwent trials and transformation, guided by Thoth, the scribe of the gods, who recorded every journey and revelation in his Book of the Dead. To the pharaohs, mastery of the Duat was not mere superstition, it was the key to achieving immortality. The priesthood guarded the rites of astral travel, swearing oaths of secrecy under penalty of spiritual exile. Across the world, the Vedic mystics in ancient India mapped out the antariksha, the in-between world, neither earth nor heaven, where subtle energies flow and divine archetypes dwell. Their texts, the Upanishads, speak of the soul's voyages through layers of reality, moving from gross matter to luminous spheres, each more refined than the last. Here, the astral was not fantasy, a mere backdrop for dreams, but a living corridor for truth, where each encounter shaped the karma and destiny of the traveler. Plato, the Greek philosopher, hinted at these mysteries in his allegory of the cave, suggesting that our sensory world is only a shadow projected from higher, more real planes. The Neoplatonists Plotinus, Iamblichus, openly discussed the ascent of the soul through astral spheres, guided by ecstatic vision and mystical contemplation. They taught that the astral was both a mirror and a bridge, reflecting the world below, yet offering passage to realms closer to the divine. Why then has this wisdom faded, and why are its truths so fiercely protected? The astral realm is a paradox, a place of dazzling beauty, but also of grand illusion. Here, creation dances with deception. In the Middle Ages, as rationalism tightened its grip and the guardians of orthodoxy condemned the unseen, knowledge of the astral retreated underground. Mystics were branded heretics. The arts of astral travel, once taught in hidden societies, the Essenes, the Sufis, the Hermetic brotherhoods, became cloaked in passwords and rituals, accessible only to initiates. Yet, even as mainstream culture dismissed the astral as dream stuff or hallucination, secret transmissions endured, whispers preserved in alchemical manuscripts, symbols etched on tarot cards, veiled parables within Sufi poetry. These guardians understood something modernity often ignores. The astral dimension, when approached with reverence and discipline, grants access to profound healing, creativity, and revelation. But without guidance, it can entangle the uninitiated in webs of fantasy and confusion. This is the crucible for the seeker. The astral plane is neither heaven nor hell, but a field of pure potential, a liminal landscape where mind, spirit, and archetype collide. To those who know its codes, it offers the raw material of miracles. To those who wander unprepared, it can be labyrinthine, even perilous. So why have these secrets been hidden, distorted, or forgotten over generations? Some say humanity was not ready. Others say it is a test the wisdom must be sought, not merely inherited or demanded. But tonight, together, we will recover these half-buried truths, not as distant legend, but as living wisdom awaiting those bold enough to remember. Picture the astral plane not as a place, but as a vibration, a realm layered just beyond the physical, as subtle as a lover's whisper, yet as integral to your being as your beating heart. Imagine you are a pearl carried in the current of a vast, invisible ocean. With each breath, each thought, you ripple into unseen dimensions, sending echoes into the astral world and, in turn, drawing forth impressions that will shape your waking life. At its essence, the astral plane is a realm of consciousness crafted from the raw stuff of thought, emotion, memory, and intent. Unlike the hard stones and sharp edges of the material world, here reality bends like light in a crystal. Scenery shifts to reflect your inner dramas. Time folds upon itself, allowing you to meet a departed ancestor or walk within the mythic landscapes of forgotten legends. But how does one enter, and who truly exists in the astral? Many believe the astral is accessible only through sleep and dreams, when the physical body lies in repose and the spirit is free to wander. While dreams are, indeed, doorways half open, half aware, the seasoned mystics know that trained intention can let you cross the veil fully conscious. Yogis perfect yoga nidra, the conscious sleep. Shamans use drum and trance. Adepts in the Western mysteries employ ritual and will to step forth. The inhabitants of the astral are myriad, shrouded in symbolism. Some say it is teeming with thoughts made flesh called thought forms, or egregores, which, when empowered by collective belief, take on lives of their own. You may encounter guides and guardians, the so-called higher self, masquerading as animal or sage, spirits of the departed, unfinished in their journey, or shadows of your own fears, projected outward for resolution or redemption. Detecting the true from the false in this world, mystics claim, is the first great test. Here, the landscape itself mirrors your psyche. Your wounds may become stalking beasts, your hopes crystalline palaces. It is less a place to escape and more a theater for healing, integration, and truth. The wounds that medicine cannot reach, the traumas, the regrets, the forgotten pieces of your soul all may surface in the astral, not to torment, but to be seen, embraced, and ultimately made whole. Story after story whispers this hidden function of the astral. In the sacred dreams of the ancient Greeks at Epidaurus, the sick would journey into trance, meeting divine physicians in radiant halls, returning with recovered health. In Siberian shamanic lore, initiates would travel between worlds, slicing away psychic parasites attached to the suffering. And in the journals of 20th century occultists, we discover descriptions of encounters that catalyzed new wisdom, creative insight, or profound transformation, each awakening wrought in the shadow and light of the astral stage. Yet, not all is simple. The astral is both classroom and crucible. It demands discernment and courage. It asks you to question what is real. Is the monstrous shape that terrifies you merely a scab over an old wound? Is the glowing guide an aspect of your own higher wisdom, or a cunning mask upon deeper lessons you must learn? But for those who persevere, who navigate not as thrill seekers but as true pilgrims of the soul, the astral reveals itself as a living library, a creative forge, and a sanctuary for revelation and healing. So, next, let us go deeper into the paradoxes and hidden chambers of the astral plane, and uncover the secrets that even the bravest explorers sometimes miss. To truly grasp the astral plane's enigma, one must recognize it as a realm woven from paradox. It is at once infinitely malleable and resolutely structured, both a reflection of your inner state and a world with laws of its own. The astral isn't just a personal hallucination, nor is it merely an impersonal cosmic ether. It lives somewhere between individual imagination and the collective unconscious. Many newcomers to the astral realm fall under the spell of its first and most seductive illusion, that anything goes. Indeed, in the astral, form flickers, space warps, and the limits of physical reality dissolve. Your thoughts bloom into symphonies of color and movement. Self-image shapes your powers and vulnerabilities. But behind this dazzling plasticity, there are currents and architectures older than humanity itself. According to the Hermetic sages, the astral is a matrix that links the material, mental, and spiritual, the intermediary through which all things manifest. Every inspiration, every intuition, every prayer or curse traverses this domain before it ripples into our waking world. If the physical is the garden, the astral is the seedbed where unseen possibilities gestate, awaiting the spark of action or intention to come alive. In this way, the astral is not just a playground but the very forge of creation. Hidden within the astral are truth currents, streams of archetypal wisdom that, like underground rivers, feed the springs of genius, prophecy, and invention. Artists, visionaries, and healers throughout history have dipped into these waters, sometimes without awareness, returning with insights that shift the entire world. The sacred geometries glimpsed by mathematicians, the epiphanies of saints, the symbolic dreams that inaugurate eras and empires, all have roots that wind through the astral soil. But there are dangers here, too more subtle than any ghoulish fantasy. Thought forms, both personal and collective, accumulate in the astral as living entities. Some glow with healing light, protectors, guardians, and guides evolved from centuries of devotional intent. Others are sticky, parasitic, the residue of unhealed trauma, obsessive desires, or inherited fear. Psychologist Carl Jung called these autonomous complexes. In esoteric terms, they are fragments of soul lost in repetition or pain, longing for resolution. Modern misconceptions abound. Popular media depicts the astral as either a ghostly playground or a battleground for sinister entities. While encounters with unsettling presences have been reported, seasoned explorers assert far greater risk comes from misunderstanding one's own mind, confusing projections with reality, mistaking emotional echoes for universal truths. The astral will give you drama if you expect drama, guidance if you seek with reverence, and initiation if you show humility. Perhaps the greatest secret, quietly guarded by esoteric schools, is this: the astral plane is not meant as an escapist retreat. Each visit, every vision, is productive only when reintegrated into physical life, when wisdom earned out there plants seeds for compassion, healing, or creativity down here. Spiritual adepts train rigorously, developing body of light awareness to avoid delusion and anchor their experiences. One little-known mystery is the astral's role in collective transformation. During great turning points, wars, renaissances, spiritual movements, the astral seems to thin, acting as a generative field for breakthroughs in art, technology, and social change. Mystics report shared dreamscapes, prophetic visions, and synchronous inspiration arising independently across geographies. It is as if the astral itself yearns to evolve, beckoning humanity to grow alongside it. So, the astral plane is not just a theater for individual adventure, but a living crucible for the evolution of our species. In its paradoxes, illusions, and wonders lie the hidden instructions for both personal and collective transformation, coded in myth, echoed in legend, and awaiting those willing to wake up within the dream. But theory is never enough. These mysteries beckon, yes, but they also demand to be lived. How can you, seeker, step onto this shimmering path? With what practices might you open the gates, cross safely, and alchemize your discoveries into real change? That is the next journey, where the abstract becomes tangible, and the astral's hidden gifts may finally become your own. Now, the question lingers in the air like fragrant incense. How do you, in the twilight of a world half awake, begin to consciously touch the astral plane? How does this wisdom infuse your daily life, transforming not just your inner world, but the reality around you? The portal opens with intent, sharp and lucid as a blade. Begin by cultivating a state of relaxed awareness, the sacred middle ground between sleep and waking. Set aside a quiet space, dim the lights, and let the hum of the outer world fade. Lie down or sit comfortably, and direct your breath gently inward. Allow your body to dissolve, your senses to soften, until the tight boundaries of self begin to blur. Techniques for astral engagement. 1. Conscious dreaming, lucid dreaming. Keep a journal by your bed, and upon waking, immediately write down your dreams, however fleeting or fragmented. patterns will soon emerge, dreamscapes sharpening into focus. Before sleep, repeat an intention like a mantra. Tonight, I will awaken within my dreams. With practice, you may gently realize you are dreaming, and from this moment become an explorer in the astral's shifting terrain. 2. Guided visualization ritual. Close your eyes and breathe in rhythms of 4s, inhale, exhale, pausing between. Visualize a stairway, spiraling down or up, each step taking you deeper into luminous space. At the threshold, pause and state your purpose: guidance, healing, or knowledge. Proceed with respect, knowing intention shapes the journey. 3. Vibration and sound. Ancient traditions used chanting, drumming, and binaural beats to alter consciousness. A simple practice is to listen to deep, resonant tones or repeat a sacred syllable, Om, or Aum, focusing on the vibration through your chest and skull. The frequency, like a subtle key, tunes your energy to the astral resonance. 4. Protection and grounding. Before journeying, imagine a sphere of radiant light enveloping you, a shield forged from love and intent. Upon return, reconnect to your body, wiggle your toes, breathe deeply, and touch the earth. Record insights, but do not rush analysis. Let wisdom soak into waking life with the measured patience of sunrise, transforming life through astral wisdom. The gifts you gather are not meant to remain as shimmering memories. Use the astral revelations for deep healing. Visualize the source of a chronic pain or trauma as a shape in the astral, then bathe it in light or send it compassion until it transforms. Creative blockages, whether artistic, professional, or personal, may dissolve after a night of astral exploration, as if a fresh current runs through your waking mind. Insights from guide figures, symbolic animals, or forgotten ancestors can initiate real changes in behavior, relationships, or beliefs. Above all, treat the astral plane not as a distraction but as an inner university. The more you honor its lessons, integrating, reflecting, and acting in alignment, the more lucid, rich, and meaningful both your ordinary and extraordinary perceptions become. Navigating pitfalls. Temptation may arise to chase spectacle or become entangled in phantasms. If confusion or anxiety follows, pause the practice. Seek wisdom not from random internet sources, but from authentic teachers, trusted texts, or your own recurring truths. Sometimes, the most profound astral guidance arrives in silence, images, or feelings, rather than words. Remember, true power in the astral comes not from control, but from surrendering to its lessons and returning to the world with humility and wonder. What will you encounter when you step beyond the veil? More importantly, how will you use what you find? The journey is yours to shape, and its treasures, when claimed with intention, will ripple into every corner of your life. So now, you know, the astral plane is not merely a canvas for fleeting dreams or the playground of restless fantasies. It is an ancient hall of mirrors, a forgotten library, a crucible for healing, a place where your spirit's deepest longings and the world's great mysteries intertwine. The astral beckons not with cheap thrills, but with the promise of true transformation within your mind, your heart, and your very soul. Throughout history, from hidden sanctuaries on the Nile to Himalayan temples swaddled in cloud, adepts have risked everything to glean the truths that shimmer beyond ordinary sight. The astral was never about escape but about coming home to oneself, recovering lost fragments, embracing light and shadow, discovering that creation's secret forge is not elsewhere, it is within. You have learned that the astral is shaped by both inner landscape and universal law, that its gifts are earned, its illusions tests to be passed, its healing the slow alchemy of integration. To traverse it fully awake is to be both artist and pilgrim, drawing down vision and weaving it, thread by luminous thread, into the fabric of daily life. Ask yourself, are you ready to step beyond inherited beliefs, to see yourself and all creation through the luminous eyes of the astral? What healing, what genius, what forgotten purpose might you recover if you dare to look within, with clarity and courage? The next move is yours. Begin with a question, a ritual, a night's intention, then share your experiences in the comments below, or with those seekers who, like you, thirst for wonder and truth. Subscribe, so you never miss revelations hidden just beyond waking sight. Remember, the astral plane awaits both the humble novice and the seasoned sage. equally generous to all who enter in reverence, return in service, and honor the great mystery in every breath. Until our next journey, keep your inner eyes open, listen for the music between worlds, and let your soul become the dreamer who remembers, and the creator who shapes reality anew.